What if the key to a resilient, fulfilling life isn't about adding more, but subtracting? In an age of instant gratification, anger-fueled discourse, and material obsession, the ancient Stoics offer a refreshing perspective. Instead of chasing more, they ask, what should we stop doing? Today, let's explore 8 things Stoics deliberately avoid, 8 behaviors they believed robbed us of peace, virtue, and clarity. From Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, their wisdom echoes through centuries, reminding us that strength is not found in control over others, but in mastering ourselves. They don't chase excessive pleasure. To the Stoics, temperance was a virtue as vital as courage or wisdom. Pleasure in itself wasn't evil, but unchecked pleasure, they warned, would become a tyrant. A glass of wine could become a bottle. A desire could become an addiction. And soon, your life is no longer ruled by reason, but by craving. Nature teaches us balance. The sun doesn't scorch the earth endlessly. It yields to night. In the same way, we must learn to embrace moderation. Ask yourself, is this pleasure pulling me closer to my best self or pulling me away? They don't rise to anger. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master, said Epictetus. Anger may feel like power, but in truth, it surrenders control. The Stoics believed that every moment you act in rage is a moment you've handed the reins of your life to someone else. Imagine the oak tree in a storm. The wind howls, the rain lashes, but the oak stands firm. It bends, but does not break. This is how a Stoic responds to insult, frustration, or injustice, with strength, not spite. Pause, reflect, choose your reaction. That is true mastery. They don't envy others. The green snake of envy slithers in through comparison. They have more. They are better. Why not me? But as the Stoics remind us, the moment you envy another, you've forgotten your own path. Nature doesn't compare. The eagle doesn't envy the bear. The river doesn't resent the mountain. They each follow their own course. Instead of envy, cultivate gratitude. Reflect on what you have. Applaud the success of others and use it as inspiration, not resentment. Let your journey be guided, not by someone else's timeline, but by your own internal compass. They don't blame others. Blame is a shield we hold when we fear the truth. But the Stoics believed that blaming others is a waste of the only thing we truly own, our choices. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you can correct the person, do so. If not, correct the situation. If you can do neither, then let it go." Blame traps us in the past. Responsibility moves us forward. When we own our reactions, our growth begins. Like a river flowing around a rock, the Stoic mind adapts, moves, and reshapes itself without stopping. They don't let fear rule them. Fear is natural. It kept our ancestors alive. But excessive fear, that's a prison we build for ourselves. The Stoics believed that fear arises not from the world, but from our judgments about the world. A dark cloud does not bring fear. Our belief that it signals doom does. Practice negative visualization. Imagine hardship before it comes, not to suffer in advance, but to prepare the soul. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Let your heart be steady like the mountain, unmoved by shadow, unwavering in purpose. They don't complain. In a world where complaining is a social currency, the Stoics chose silence. Don't even be caught complaining, not even to yourself, Marcus Aurelius advised. Why? Because complaining anchors us to what we cannot change. It feeds dissatisfaction and robs us of tranquility. Like waves crashing against the shore, life is full of hardships. But we can either curse the waves or learn to sail. Instead, the Stoics practiced gratitude. Even in chaos, they searched for meaning, growth, and beauty. Like the flower that blooms in the desert, they found life in even the most arid conditions. They don't worship material things. To the Stoic, wealth was not evil, but attachment to wealth, that was a weakness. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who hankers for more, who is poor." We are taught to chase the new car, the bigger house, the trendiest gadget. But these things decay. What remains when all else fades is our character. The Stoics didn't deny comfort. They simply didn't depend on it. They viewed possessions as borrowed from nature, temporary gifts, not lifelong entitlements. Invest instead in virtue, wisdom, and relationships. These are riches no one can steal. They don't indulge in self-pity. Self-pity is seductive. It whispers, "You deserve better. You've suffered more than others." But the Stoics knew that pity weakens the soul. Life is hard. That's not personal. It's universal. The rain falls on all. But some build shelters, and some only curse the sky. Epictetus once told a man who had lost everything, "No evil has happened unto me." For the Stoic, hardship was not tragedy, but training, an opportunity to prove strength, wisdom, and grace. Reject victimhood, embrace resilience, rise. In the dance of life, the Stoics teach us not how to control the music, but how to master our steps. By avoiding these 8 pitfalls, we don't just become calmer, we become stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled. So next time life tests your patience, your pride, or your peace, ask, what would a Stoic do? Better yet, ask, what would a Stoic not do?